Welcome to a very unique Madison Bike Week.
This is Liz,
This is Harold.
and this is
Madison Bike Week TV.
TV. And this is
Madison
Bike
Week
TV.
And this is Madison Bike Week TV.
Madison Bike Week in June.
No. Well,
Why not?
Well, it normally would be, but there's kind of a nasty pandemic that's going on right now, Harold.
So I guess Bike Week is canceled then?
It's not canceled. We just shifted a little bit, and we're going to do things a little bit different. We're going to do things a little safer this year.
So when is Bike Week again, if it's not in June?
It is September 12th through the 20th. And there's a lot of week-long. And actually, Harold, there are tons of month-long events that are taking place, which is pretty cool for this month as well. There is Cycle September. So I don't know about you, but I am participating in the Love to Ride Cycle September kind of virtual event. So I'm actually on the Madison Bikes group. We have a team, right, Harold? So you can just sign up on your own, or you can sign up with a team. You could actually be on multiple teams. It counts miles that you ride, and it also counts how many days in a row that you ride. You get points for that. And also you get points for if you encourage somebody.
And you can also join with your workplace. And one bonus of joining the Madison Bikes team is that there will be a little prize drawing. So sign up to Love to Ride, find our group, and join us. Enough about Love to Ride. So what else is happening with Cycle September?
Well, do you have a bicycle benefits sticker, Harold? Oh man, my helmet is right here, so I can show off my, hey, oh, look at that. So if you do bicycle benefits, which you should, because you get a lot of cool discounts all around the city, but they're doing a special bike benefits blitz. So if you can go to www.bicyclebenefits.org to see a map of all the different locations that you can go to. And in every unique place where you use your bicycle benefits sticker, if you post a photo, that counts towards prizes.
Sounds pretty good to me. Discounts plus prizes plus biking.
And it's got a good name, Bike Benefits Blitz. A lot of B's.
So is there anything else happening during the whole month?
Oh, there's you can get a free membership, a month-long membership to Madison B-Cycle. So you have to put in a code, and the code is, I think, Bike Week 2020. And then you get a free month. And then you even get a little cash from Trek to use at a Trek store. It's pretty sweet. I did this afternoon. Very easy.
Can we find the instructions for that anywhere?
Yeah, it's right on the Bike Week website.
www.
Oh, what is it?
madisonbikes.org/Bike Week. Let's talk about the food drive.
This is kind of a rough time, obviously, for a lot of places where people would normally get food, right? A lot of donation sites are closed because of COVID. So all this month, you can donate food at a variety of bike shops. There's a link on our page for how to find all the different locations. Post a story with a photo of yourself donating, #pedal4good or #bikefood-drive, and be entered into a drawing for a Saris bike rack at the end of the month.
Okay, so it sounds like those are all the month-long ones. Let's talk about the actual bike week.
There is a preview. Yeah, I have never done this ride, but I've heard a lot about the Pick Me Up at the Border bike ride. Have you ever done this ride, Harold?
I have done part of it.
Then maybe you know more about it than I do, but it is taking place on Friday, September 11th, and there is a new starting location, I think, this year.
Starting at race day events out in Fitchburg on
Sub-Zero Parkway.
Sub-Zero Parkway, just off the Badger State Trail, which is very convenient because what Pick Me Up at the Border is, it's a nighttime bike ride to the Illinois border and back, all on the Badger State Trail. There are options for turning around at several points along the way, and it is a fundraiser for Bike Fitchburg. And you need to sign up in advance. And again, there's a link on our website, www.
I have to write. What is the whole thing?
www.
Dot.
madisonbikes.org/bike week.
Bike week.
Then walk me through what's happening during the week.
Well, I really like this organization called Free Bikes for Kids. So they have come up with kind of an interesting, cool way to bring in some used bikes that you have in your garage. They have locations all around the city all week that you can bring your used bikes to, and then they will be fixed up over the spring, and then they will be donated later in the spring. What also is cool about this, Harold, is that a lot of the places where you can donate are giving out some freebies if you drop off a bike.
Where do we find the locations again?
At www.madisonbikes.org/bike week.
Woo!
That's going on all week, Harold. And also there is the Schwinn Pacific Cycle swag rides. Do you like swag, Harold?
I love swag.
All sorts of swag. If people give it to me, I'm going to take it. They've set up several routes in RideSpot. I don't have RideSpot, the app yet, but I probably should get it so I can do some of these swag rides. Any completed routes during Bike Week will get people eligible for some Schwinn swag. Schwinn swag.
Schwinn swag.
There's a couple more things that are happening all week. There is a UW-Madison bike scavenger hunt. And this is open to UW-Madison students, faculty, and staff. But these events run from September 2nd through the 30th. For this, you have to download the free Goose Chase app, and you can win fabulous prizes. And there's a couple more. Fitchburg Cycles is actually doing a special all week long. So they have 20% off for all in-store purchases. No discounts on bikes. Well, anyways, I shouldn't talk about what you don't get, right? No. And then the City of Madison Parks Department is doing a Cycle September Trails and Park cleanup. So before you head out, grab some supplies, plot your course, and then you can pick up trash along the way.
Check out our website.
Check out the website to learn how you can help clean up trails and parks.
Is there also stuff that's only happening on a specific day?
There is. The Cargo Bike Family Hour is taking place on Sunday. So you can go to their Facebook page and learn a little bit about that. It'll run from 10 to 11:30 a.m. And then on Monday, we're kind of excited about this. There is a WTF Zoom event, which is sponsored by Madison Bikes.
WTF?
WTF.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it is for women, trans, femme is what it stands for, right?
That makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah. So, and this is because, I feel like this, as a woman, I have felt this, that women bike less than men. Why this happens, I'm not sure. But this is an interesting way for us to get together as either women, trans, or anyone that identifies as women, trans, or femme, to come together and have a discussion about why we think this happens and what we can do to encourage people to bike a little bit more. And it may actually extend into some additional conversations about specific topics that we want to focus on. So that is on Monday from 6 to 8.
So is there anything on Tuesday as well?
Tuesday, there's 2 things on Tuesday. Actually, this is kind of interesting, Harold. So normally, if Bike Week was in June, right? What is one of your favorite things that you do? Like, okay, I should ask you this. Did you used to commute to work on your bike?
Let me try to remember. I think so.
Oh, yeah, I used to commute as well. And I love commuting on my bike. So it's always fun during Bike Week because I take it as a challenge to try to catch as many bike stations as I possibly can. So that's not happening this year. Obviously, as much fewer people are commuting on their bikes, but we do have one bike station signed up. This is sponsored by Edward Jones Financial Services, and it's going to be on the Capital City Trail, close to 950 John Nolan Drive. So that's 3 mornings from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. if you want to catch our one lone bike station this year. Also, we have some additional kind of virtual events that are taking place. On Tuesday is one of them. Tuesday is the Bicycle Flat Fix virtual class. Class is taught by one of our ex-board members, India Viola. So that is going to be sponsored by the UW-Madison Transportation Services. And if you go to our website, you can get a link to the registration.
Is that only for people who are affiliated with the university?
No, that is open to anyone.
That's great. So you better sign up quickly.
So then on Wednesday, there is the Edward Jones Financial Services Bike Station again in the morning, 7 to 9 a.m. And then there's actually another Zoom that is taking place from 12 to 1 p.m. that is all about cargo bikes and business. That is sponsored by the City of Madison and Downtown Madison, Inc., where you're going to be able to learn a little bit more, ask some questions about how to, incorporate cargo bikes into your businesses.
Madison needs more cargo bikes.
They really do. Friday, there is the Edward Jones Financial Services Bike Station again. Get out there and get your snack and your Gatorade. Take the long way to work. And then, this is kind of cool. Do you mountain bike, Harold?
Badly, occasionally, rarely.
Yeah, me too. Very badly, very poorly. I used to do adventure racing and did it very poorly, but I think it's a lot of fun. So if you're like me, if you want to learn a little bit more, there is the Camrock Women's Trans-Inclusive Ride that's taking place on Friday, which is at Camrock 2.
Yeah, so that's a little bit outside of Madison in Cambridge.
So that ride is from 5:15 p.m. to 7:30. So it's sponsored by Belljoy Ride and Midwest Misfits. It's open to any women, trans, femme identifying mountain bikers ages 18 plus. And we have one more event, and that is on Sunday. So the last day, September 20th, the last day of Bike Week, is the first annual Madison Brewery Bike Race. Tell us more, Harold.
So it's a collaboration of Delta Beer Lab and the new Hop House location in Fitchburg. And the idea is you start at either of them, you drink a beer, you bike to the other location quickly, or not so quickly in maybe my case. You have another beer, you ride back, and that's the race.
It's anytime between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m.
And you do have to sign up in advance.
And you need to obey all traffic laws and wear face masks and practice safe social distancing when you're riding. So Harold, we don't have a lot of, I don't know about you, but I haven't seen a lot of people riding together. But I think there's still a way that we can ride together, but not together. Like we have some socially distanced rides that you can kind of ride when you want to ride, right?
So we as Madison Bikes put together some suggestions that you can do whenever you want during the week. So we have a couple options. One is the ice cream ride. Bring your ice cream stomach for that one, because if you stop at all of the locations, you're going to end up with a lot of ice cream.
How many stops are there?
So for the longer option of the ice cream ride, which is 22 miles, 8, or depending on how you count, maybe 9 or 10 options for frozen goodness. If this is too many miles or too much ice cream for you, we do have a shorter version, which is 16 miles. Still has probably more ice cream than you can eat. We have a baked goods ride. So if you thought 8 ice cream stops is a lot, well, we have a baker's dozen bake stops on an 18-mile ride.
Oh boy.
And yeah, we have mapped out all the stops where you can get cake, pie, bread, tart, whatever else. And finally, imagine trying to have a ride that hits almost every park in Madison. Our board member Connor has taken on the task of creating a route that, yeah, as I said, goes all around town in little squiggles. Obviously, you don't have to do the whole route because the whole route is something like 120 miles. And he has test ridden most of it as far as I know. Connor really tried to link them together with these low stress connections. Check out his route. It's pretty impressive, I gotta say. So we have made those rides available on the RideSpot platform. And you can also just go to the Madison Bike Week calendar where we have a link to that page.
We recommend that you check the website throughout this week because there are events that are still rolling in and things that are getting edited. So just and also you can check out the Facebook event.
You can always subscribe to the Madison Bikes newsletter. Yay, Bike Week!
Good luck putting this together, Harald.
Oh my.
Yeah, happy Bike Week 2020.
Happy Bike Week 2020.